This is Bob Guerrero from New Concept Video Sports, and today I guess you can say we have back-to-backs when the Hobart Brickies visit the Portage Indians. 1 week ago we were in this gym when the Lady Indians were hosting the Brickies, and the home team came away with the victory. This evening it's the boys' turn as fifth-year head coach Michael Brown's Brickies come to town to take on the Portage Indians and first-year head coach Brian Klaus. Coach Klaus, a veteran amongst the coaching ranks in the region, had stints with Lake Station and Hanover Central before taking over for Rick Snodgrass this season. Each team has high hopes as another high school campaign is upon us, with the Brickies standing at 2-1 and the Indians at 1-1. Next, high school basketball, commercial-free, as the Hobart Brickies do battle with the Portage Indians. Remember, you can watch this 16-minute reel, then download it for free. It's our way of supporting the student athlete. We hope you enjoy this highlight reel. The Portage Indians won the tip, but a one and done, and the Brickies have their first opportunity. Following a sequence where everybody had a touch, it was freshman Noah Ehrlich who drove into the paint before kicking it out to junior Gabe Dickerson, who was waiting behind the arch, and he nailed it, and the Bricks take an early lead. A slow start to this game when on the Indians' third possession, a shot off the rim, a Hobart rebound, and the Brickies are on the attack. Back at the visitors' end, senior Mickey Jankovic took the pass in the corner, locked in on another Brickie three-pointer, and he dropped it in. With the Portage offense sputtering early, another turnover gave the ball back to the Bricks, when junior Keith Mullins took the pass in the post, and one dribble later, an 8-0 Hobart lead. Finally, it wasn't until the 3:54 mark of the period when Portage freshman Michael Wellman off the missed shot grabbed the offensive board, then knocked it in off the glass. Next time down, a nice defensive set by the Indians' Michael Wellman, who blocked a couple Hobart attempts, but the Brickies were able to get the ball down low to senior Josh Tejada, who was fouled, and he'll head to the charity stripe for a couple. Tejada couldn't connect on either of his attempts, giving the Indians a chance to cut into this early Hobart lead. At the other end, freshman Garrett Clark took the pass, dribbled to the top of the key before depositing a 17-foot jumper. Next time down for Hobart, an unforced turnover gave the ball back to Portage. Then a shot that bounced off the rim, but they're giving the Indians a second chance opportunity with senior Blake Creech on the rebound. Next, a pass in the post to Michael Wellman, who hooked it in, and we have a 2-point game. With under 2 minutes left, a pass to Josh Tejada streaking toward the hoop, and he was fouled and will head to the line for a couple more. With under a half minute to play and leading by just a possession, Hobart had the ball. When taking the pass down low was Anthony Williams, and a strong post-up and basket for the Brickie senior. After one period of play and a slow start for each team offensively, the Brickies lead the Indians 11-6. The second quarter is next. Each team had a couple unsuccessful possessions to open the second, but it wasn't until the 6:40 mark when Mickey Jankovic took the pass, then a couple dribbles later dropped it in off the post-up, and the Brickies lead by 7. On the Indians' next set, sophomore Jalen Johnson had the ball out on top. Next, an eyebrow fake and a drive to the hoop and the basket. Then 2 minutes went by in this low-scoring first half, but that was until senior Grant Clark on the stop and shoot was fouled, and a chance for Portage to inch closer. Following a one and done on Hobart's next possession, senior Primo Devaldier moved the ball up quickly, drove to the 15-foot line, then kicked it out to freshman Sam Wellman, and the Hobart lead is at the slimmest of margins, and a Mike Brown timeout. A one and done for the Brickies after the timeout, and the Indians have a chance to take their first lead of the evening when Sam Wellman drove to the hoop and lifted up a teardrop, and the home team is in front. The Brickies took the lead right back on their next set when Mickey Jankovic drove to the hoop and on a strong move dropped it in over his defender. The score remained the same until the 1:30 mark when Primo Devaldier fed Michael Wellman, who turned, dropped it in, and the Portage lead. Next time down for the Bricks, a turnover. Then at the other end, a Hobart foul will send Sam Wellman to the line for two. A low-scoring first half for these 4A schools, with the Portage Indians leading the Hobart Brickies by 3. The second half is next. The second half began like the first with little fanfare, and each team having a few possessions. But that was until the 5:45 mark when an Indian shot bounced off the rim, and skying for the rebound and put back was senior Primo Devaldier. On Hobart's next opportunity, a shot that was off the mark. An Indian rebound, and Portage is on the attack. Then a Del Valle shot that was no good. But with the rebound and putback was Michael Wellman, and the largest lead for Portage at 7, and a Bricky timeout. Following the timeout, a one and done for the Brickies, and the Indians are on the run again. Then taking the pass in the corner and firing up a tray was Michael Wellman. Then over a minute went by without a score, but that was until Sam Wellman took the pass, and from behind the arch locked it on a tray, and the home team is beginning to pull away in this one. With 2:20 left in the third, and the Indians still leading by 13 and with possession, a pass in the post to Michael Wellman, who turned, then dropped it in, and Portage is beginning to feel it. Off the inbound from underneath their own goal, a pass to freshman Jamie Hairston, who was fouled underneath, and he will head to the foul line, and the Brickies need points badly. Next time down, the ball found the hands of Michael Wellman again, who seemed to have found the touch, and all of a sudden, the Portage lead is at 17. Then with $1:20 remaining and the Bricks in possession, a pass that was defended well by Primo Devaldier, who dribbled to the three-point line, and then on the step back nailed the three-pointer. Another one and done for Hobart, and grabbing the rebound, then taking it coast to coast was junior Kamari Slaughter, who entered the game. And splitting a couple defenders along the way, he laid it in nicely. Finally, with 30 seconds to play in the third, Mickey Jankovic scored a couple for the visitors on the drive to the hoop. Then it was Kamari Slaughter taking it to the hole. That will do it here in the third, with the Indians taking a commanding lead on the Hobart Brickies. The fourth quarter is next. The Bricks had the ball to open the final period. A Hobart shot, then a second chance opportunity. But an errant pass and the Indians are in control. At the other end, Kamari Slaughter walked up to the arch and drained a three-pointer. For the Brickies, a pass underneath to Noah Ehrlich, who turned and dropped it in over his defender. Then another minute went by without a score. But that was until a shot from the top of the key bounced off the rim and was grabbed by junior Terrell Kraft, who will have a couple from the stripe. For Hobart, a near turnover. Then a drive to the hoop and a dish to sophomore Javon Andrews. And a nice play, lifting up a shot for the basket and one. Next time down for Portage, and alley-oop to Kamari Slaughter that was unsuccessful. But the Indian junior controlled the ball. He then returned the favor with a pass to Terrell Kraft, who turned, took one dribble, then dropped it in. The Brickies had another opportunity next time down, but the shots wouldn't fall, and Portage has the ball again. Following some playground action at each end of the court, the ball found the hands of Kamari Slaughter, who splashed it in from the corner. Next, a Hobart turnover, and the Indians are on the attack again. That ended with a Terrell Kraft basket. Nothing at the Hobart end of the court, but back down for the home team, Terrell Kraft took the pass and was fouled, and he will head back to the stripe for a couple. Kraft couldn't connect on either attempt, but giving the Indians another chance was Kamari Slaughter with the rebound, who stepped behind the arch and dropped it in, and that was just too easy. Nothing seems to be going right for the Brickies, but for the Portage Indians, a different story the second half. And yet, another easy Indian score, with Terrell Kraft collecting the points. Unfortunately for the Brickies, they turned the ball over again. And at this end, a foul on Terrell Kraft going to the basket, and a couple more Indian free throws coming up. Kraft's second attempt rolled off the rim and grabbed by Noah Ehrlich, who went coast to coast, and a Hobart lay-in. Portage got the ball down quickly, and it seems to be getting easier for the home team when a behind-the-back Slaughter pass was grabbed by Terrell Kraft, and another Portage score. Down for the Brickies, and a quick Indian foul will send Noah Ehrlich to the line. Following an Indian miss at the other end, the Bricks had a second chance when Noah Ehrlich grabbed the loose ball, drove the baseline, and dropped in the reverse, and a timeout on the court. With a buck and a half left in this one and Hobart in control of the basketball, it was Jamie Hairston zigzagging his way to the hoop and the basket. This is the way things have been going in the second half for Hobart. Grabbing the loose ball were the Brickies. Then a tough pass, an interception, and a Bricky foul will send Jalen Johnson to the line. It was only fitting the way the Indians ended the second half. With just seconds remaining, Kamari Slaughter scooped up the loose ball, drove to the top of the key, hesitated, then the flush to end this contest. Well, a story of two halves, a low-scoring first two periods, and in the second half, the floodgates opened for the home team and an easy Portage victory over the Hobart Brickies. Thanks to everyone here at Portage High School for their hospitality on this evening, and we'll see you next time. The final score, the Portage Indians 64, the Hobart Brickies 31. For New Concept Video Sports, this is Bob Guerrero.